Yo, what's going on, guys? CultofMush back at it with another video. The top 5 best PC game deals of the week. I know I haven't uploaded a video in a little bit. A lot of stuff went on, but I won't bore you guys with the specifics. Rather, I'm ready to get back into the swing of things, so without further ado, let's get right into this video with number 5. So Bandai Namco is doing something pretty cool for the holidays. They're doing a 3 for $30 sale, where they have 3 tiers of game, and for $30, you can pick one game from each tier. Tier 1 is your low tier games. You've got games like Pac-Man Championship Edition 2 on there, Ridge Racer Unbounded, Inversion. Tier 2 steps it up a little bit. You've got Dragon Ball Xenoverse on there, One Piece Pirate Warriors, Naruto Storm 3, Enslaved Odyssey to the West, Ace Combat Assault Horizon. And then tier 3 are your top tier games from Bandai Namco. You've got God Eater 2 Rage Burst on there, Tales of Zestiria, Naruto Storm 4, Project Cars, and Warhammer 40k Eternal Crusade. A few other games that I didn't mention also on there. And while $30 is a steep price, considering God Eater 2 Rage Burst is a very recent game, and to get that as a part of the bundle, that covers for a significant amount of that cost. Same thing with Warhammer 40k Eternal Crusade and Project Cars. And for $30, this bundle is actually a really good deal. Tier 1, I would grab something like Inversion or Ridge Racer Unbounded. Tier 2, you guys know I love me some Enslaved Odyssey to the West, but Ace Combat Assault Horizon is also a solid pickup from that tier. And then tier 3, I would say go with God Eater 2 Rage Burst, Warhammer 40k Eternal Crusade, Tales of Zestiria. There's a lot of good games to pick from in tier 3. It's one game from each tier, so you can't do like 3 games from tier 3. That would be a little too busted. But yeah, definitely check out this bundle if you're a fan of Bandai Namco's games. There's a lot of good stuff to pick from, and for $30, it's not a bad deal. Next up, number 4, over on Bundle Stars, you can pick up Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor, the bundle, which includes the game and all of the DLC content, for only $6. I think this just gets progressively more cheap. $6 for a game like Shadow of Mordor with all of the DLC, which being a Warner Brothers game, there's a lot of it. That's a fantastic deal. This is a really good open world game. It's not the open world, say, of a Witcher 3 or a Fallout 4 where it's absolutely massive, but there is a decent level of exploration to it, and the highlight of Shadow of Mordor, in my opinion, is the combat. It's just very fluid, very satisfying, and it'll remind you a lot of Batman Arkham. The story's also pretty good. Visually, the game is outstanding, especially on PC. A lot of different settings to tweak. It's a great looking game, and for $6 to get the game and all of the DLC, very good deal. Number 3 also comes from Bundle Stars. You can pick up the Fear bundle for $5. This includes Fear with the 2 DLCs, Fear 2 Project Origin and Fear 3. These games are older, but they're still very good. The original Fear was, in my opinion, one of the best horror games ever. Fear 2 and Fear 3 kind of dumbed down that horror aspect. I found Fear 2 still to be a little scary, Fear 3 not so much, but they're still very good first-person shooters, and the first Fear game by most is heralded as a very good survival horror first-person shooter. Like I said, I think it's one of the best. Fear 3 wasn't my cup of tea, but it was still an alright game, and to get all 3 games for $5, that's a really good deal. Number 2 is a very busted deal over on Green Man Gaming. The Mass Effect Trilogy is available for 82% off for only $9. That's $3 a piece for Mass Effect, Mass Effect 2, and Mass Effect 3. That's insanity. The Mass Effect Trilogy is arguably the best gaming trilogy of all time. I know some people hate on Mass Effect 3's ending, and you're completely in the right about that, but as an overall experience, the Mass Effect games are absolutely tremendous, and every gamer needs to play them. And at this point, if you haven't played them, to pick up the trilogy for $9, that is just a ridiculously good deal. Mass Effect 1 hasn't aged all too well. The shooting mechanics in that game were just a little bit dated. Mass Effect 2 really refined that and made it a more complete experience, really refined the third-person shooting mechanics, the cover-based shooting, and it made it a more competent third-person shooter while retaining the amazing story and world. And then Mass Effect 3 built upon what Mass Effect 2 did, only to lead to a pretty mediocre ending. But still, $9, these 3 games absolute must-plays. Finally, number 1, it's a game that's available for absolutely free. For Ubisoft's 30th anniversary, every month they've been giving out free games. This month's free game is Assassin's Creed 3. Assassin's Creed 3 is the Assassin's Creed game that a lot of people are very mixed on. Some people absolutely love it. Other people see this as one of the weaker games in the series. Personally, I thought it was really good. The real issue with Assassin's Creed 3 is that the first 6 to 8 hours are just very slow. And yes, 6 to 8 hours, that's a lot of gameplay. If you rush through it, you can probably get through the beginning section in like 4 to 5 hours. But just to get your assassin's cloak, it takes you a little while, and the game is just so slow at first that it's going to turn a lot of people off. If you can get past that part, AC3 develops into a terrific Assassin's Creed game. It's just that that beginning section will turn a lot of people off. But really, I shouldn't have to argue about whether or not the game is worth a pickup. It's worth a pickup because it's absolutely free. Go grab it, play it, and if you can't stomach the first section of the game, well, then you can drop it, maybe jump back into it sometime later. But it's free, no excuse not to get it. So that's gonna wrap up this video, guys. Sorry about the lack of uploads over the last week. We'll be getting back into the swing of things. Expect daily uploads, multiple uploads a day even. Excited to get back into uploading videos. Let me know if you guys have any requests for videos in the comment section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.